Hi witches, so today I have a super fun video planned, but first I just wanted to say if you don't listen to the Witch Wednesdays podcast, my episode's going up today, so you should definitely check them out on Spotify. I have linked the episode down below, but yeah, I talked about like coming out to your family as a witch, and I did not have a good experience with that like at all. If you're stopping by from that episode, hi, if this is your first video with me, hello. This is what I look like. Can you match the voice to the face now? Could you tell that I was Gen Z, or was it the vocal fry? Like, let's be honest. But I was like definitely really nervous during that interview. I think it showed a lot. I don't know, I haven't listened to it back at this point, but I think it definitely showed, and I had like an anxiety attack right after because I super overshared. But if you're interested in hearing that story in a little bit of a more calmer voice with like a lot more detail because I glossed over a lot, if you go to like video 15 of the Year of the Witch series, that's when I tell this story. So I told it back in January. My hair is a lot shorter and I look a lot different, but it's just a little bit more detail and a little bit calmer. Again, I have omitted a lot of stuff because it has to do with like real people and I'm not trying to like put them on blast. I'm not that much of an asshole. So like I was saying on the episode, my inbox is always 100% open to anyone and everyone who needs to talk. However, please keep in mind, I'm not a therapist. I am just a person with a lot of mental illness. So I've been through a lot. I can validate your trauma. But as always, like I think I said it 800 times on the actual episode, go to therapy. Like seriously, if you need to talk to somebody, please like seek out a professional. I went to fashion school. Like I'm not like a psychologist at all. So like I can sit here and I can validate you and I would love to hear your stories, but like if you do feel like you need to go seek therapy, I really recommend it and I encourage you to do it. It helped me a lot. And that's kind of how I can talk about this stuff today because like it has taken me a long time to get here, like 10 years. So, you know, keep that in mind when you hear me talking about this in like this lighthearted, I'm like, yeah, oh, like way. It's because it's taken me 10 years to get here. So, and I'm still not really that over it. Like there's still like points of like trauma where I'm like, so anyways, so if this is your first video with me, hi. Today we're going to be talking all about Moonwater. So now the element of water is really, really amazing to me because I think it's really versatile within witchcraft. It is cleansing, it is healing, it can banish energies, or in the case of like Moonwater, it can store, collect, and transmute them, which is awesome. I think it's really magical, and I think this element is really intrinsically linked with the moon if you look at like the tides and stuff. So I think it's really nice to use water anytime we're working with moon or lunar energies. A lot of witches make moon water during the full moon and sometimes during the new moon, but you can use moon water or make moon water at any point in the lunar cycle. Now we talked about how to make moon water last month when we were talking about the water element. So if you wanted a refresher on that, I do have a whole video. If you're like, what the hell is moon water? Go watch that. I have a lot, you might hear me say that a lot. Go watch my video because I've made like 200 videos about witchcraft. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's like the most common way to, like the most common phase to make moon water on is the full moon because it's like the most powerful and most versatile. You can use it for pretty much any kind of magic. It's most common to use it in like bath magic or bath rituals, in kitchen magic, in glamour magic, in cleansing magic, but you can also charge your crystals or tools in it. Use it as like a holy water or consecrated water to use in any sort of ritual in which you need that. But with that last one, I just want to make sure, like with the crystals and stuff, make sure that your crystals are water safe because not all of them are, and I would hate for anyone to like destroy a crystal or leach like toxic chemicals into water and then ingest it because that's not good. So do your research. Some also, like when they're making moon water, choose to set a specific intention for that water, and they'll write it on a piece of paper. So for example, like if you're doing a prosperity spell during the first quarter moon, you'll write like prosperity or like make a sigil and then put it underneath the jar or bowl that they're using to charge their water in. So it kind of is like a double infusion of intention. Okay, so the first moon I wanted to talk about is the new moon. So we're gonna start there. During the new moon, you can charge water under the darkness of the sky. It's best used for banishing old energies and setting new intentions. So I like to use this a lot when I'm cleaning. New moon water can also be used in baneful magic if that is something that you practice, but that's kind of completely up to the practitioner. Personally, I like to use this when I mop the floors in my house. So I will like take new moon water, put it into the water that I'm using to mop my floor, and I'll have a mantra that I repeat over and over and over. That's like a cleansing mantra, and I use that when I'm cleaning the house because I'm a hearth witch. So Yes. The next moon is the waxing crescent. The waxing crescent moon can be used to inspire fresh ideas and inspiration. I would personally like to make a refreshing lemonade recipe. Maybe even sprinkle some lavender in there for peace of mind as you're approaching this venture that you're working on. But I think that using Moonwater and kitchen magic is a really, really easy way to incorporate it into your practice. And there are some people who say you should never drink Moonwater. I disagree with that. If that's coming from your tradition and you don't feel comfortable with that, you do not have to ingest Moonwater at all. It is completely up to you. However, I do, and I've seen great results. So I recommend it. But again, all practitioners are different, and no one can tell you how to no one should be telling you how to practice specific things or make you feel uncomfortable or make you feel like you have to do this, otherwise you're not a witch. That's not what I'm saying. As always, it's just an example. The first quarter moon is all about action and creativity. I would kind of use this as a room mist. So I would charge the water and then add in some orange essential oils or cinnamon essential oil, which I think you can get, and it smells really good. And it is all about and then making a creative cloud around me. So just having a nice mist. I don't have an oil diffuser or an essential oil diffuser. But that would be really cool if I could, because there's the ones that have the mist and they are really pretty. I really like those. So that is how I would do it if I had the time, but you can still make a room mist with a little spray bottle if you wanted. So yes. The waxing gibbous moon is the next one, and the waxing gibbous moon is the one we literally just talked about, and it is all about power, strength, and attracting success. So you can use this water for growing really strong plants or feeding into a spell. I have a spell that I outlined during Earth Magic that is a prosperity spell that has to do with growing a plant. So that is just one example of how I would use that type of charged water, but again, you can use it for anything you want. That kind of goes along with that strength and abundance sort of energy. Full moon, we finally made it. The full moon is the most popular one by far. I see pretty much all of the witches that I follow on Instagram make moon water during the full moon, which is amazing. And for most of my practice, that's really the only time I do it, but you can use the other phases too. And that's kind of what this video is about. I'm backtracking and rambling, I'm sorry. But so the way I kind of approach full moon water is kind of the same way I approach clear quartz, in that it really helps amplify any sort of working that you're doing. So you can kind of see how that is a really powerful energy, right? And how sacred that moon water really is. Each full moon has its additional characteristics. I think I've talked about that throughout the last couple months. Hey, this moon is good for abundance or cleansing or whatever. It also has certain energies associated with it. So there are certain magics that are better to be done during certain moons, certain full moons, I should say. So I definitely recommend doing your research on that. However, full moon water can be used across the board, no matter what, to amplify your spells. Yes. Okay, so the next moon I wanted to talk about is the waning gibbous, and we actually haven't talked about this moon yet because we haven't made it to the full moon. So this is really a moon that is associated with releasing energy and reaping the benefits of the work that you did during the waxing phase. So for this, I recommend doing a cleansing moon water bath or pouring water over yourself to cleanse yourself in the shower. Not everyone is a bath person, so you by no means have to do that. It's just an example, and I recommend doing that to cleanse yourself of any lingering energies or something that could be sticking around if you have any sort of negativity around you. It's just good to cleanse yourself. I try to cleanse myself constantly, but if you make it intentional with this sort of moon water, it could be cool. It could work out. I don't know. The third quarter moon is next, and we actually haven't talked about this one either, but we will get there by the end of the month. It is really associated with cleansing, forgiveness, and transition. And I'd like to take this time to do a true full cleansing. So while I was talking about doing a cleansing during the waning gibbous, maybe just taking a bath ritual, I would use this moon water as a cleansing steam for my whole house. By adding herbs and really making just a nice simmer pot, and just letting that kind of energy fill my space. While the waxing gibbous is all about releasing energy for yourself, this one I would kind of use to just really cleanse my whole house and kind of reset and get ready for the new moon, start getting ready for it. And finally, this is actually the first moon phase that we talked about this month because it's the first one that we were in when we entered July. But this is the time, that is the waning crescent, and this is a time of healing, of self-care, and of rest. So I hope you guys know what that means. it means making tea. I would make a tea with this, or if you're a bath person, maybe make a Moonwater bath, but I think tea is really, really healing. And I just love tea. Like I said, I like using Moonwater to ingest. I know that's not everyone's bag, so again, you don't have to do it. There are many ways to use water in your craft, and I have a whole series of videos on the water element in case that is something you are interested in. So yes, very versatile. Okay, so that's kind of like my little spiel on how to make different Moonwaters. I hope this was helpful to you, and if, again, this is the first video with me, hello, hi, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I have all of my links in my link tree down below, so if you're interested in seeing me on other places like Instagram and stuff, hello. I'm also on the Witch Wednesdays Discord, and I will be answering people's questions as much as I can throughout the day today. If I have any, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm a little bit apprehensive, actually. But I think things will be going well, and I hope to talk to you guys soon, and I will see you guys tomorrow.